sit right back and hear it tell the other podcast crew who gather around their mighty drink to give their point of view. As man is the panel spy, he shows that he has fun, and Donny our host will jump along, guiding us through the storm, guiding us through the storm. Big teams our Rocky keeps us through, he often gets his say, and just a lad he knows the girls and everything Dragons win, and everything Dragons win. The Mad Dragon podcast is a journey unforeseen, with Tasman and Donny to do, and there's Big T and Coco, just the start, Mazza and the other crew, here on the Mad Dragon podcast.
Well, good day, Dragons fans. We're back. How was that Heartstopper? Is everyone okay? Are we all okay? You're like after that Heartstopper. Wow, what a game!
I needed someone to revive me.
After that game. Fresh off Saturday night's win at Wynn Stadium. Dragons snuck home 34-20, but it wasn't a 14-point game. I thought it wasn't in the second half. Had dominance, a few Heartstopper moments. Gutho looked like he was about to do something magic. And our boys, they hung on the whole 80 minutes. It was fantastic. We lost Tupelo in a warm-up. Luch hurt his quad. Toby Couchman his shoulder. Fifita knee, Stewart concussed. I heard Lawson hurt himself somewhere there too. We'll unpack the tries, the wobbles. Hamish, my God, it's too many. Parramatta fans.
Now, who's going to put the boots on?
We'll even talk about that controversial moment that Parramatta fans will be jumping up and down about. Before I bring in the panel, we wouldn't be able to do this without Jeff and the team at Warehouse Complete Solutions. If you're into warehousing, you follow them down on Commerce Drive, Lake Illawarra. Call them on 0417 223 409 or 02 4257 1930 for all your warehousing needs. Okay, let's bring in the panel. We've got Scoop. He never lets us down with a story. You got to call up. Yeah, got to call up tonight. Lucky for him. Did Flatter have you calm and collected, or were you pacing the lounge room?
I ended up watching it today, Big T, because I was crooked this week with a head cold and a big headache yesterday, so I slept through the game yesterday.
I hope you watched it closely.
Yeah, I did. I watched it today, Big T, fresh in my mind.
Nice stuff. As always, Coco, sharp footy brain, even a sharper wit. She's just popped off on me.
Sorry.
Ready to dive
Loves the rant.
into that defensive scramble. Coco?
Yeah, I was pacing going, okay, we need like 4 points ahead. I'm like, come on, boys, we need a miracle. Come on, footy gods, come on. I was like, not okay. And my mum was checking on me every 5 minutes going, have you won yet? Have you won? I was like, not yet. Have you won? I'm like, no.
I was worried about
up and down. And Jess, of course, our sideline eye loves the efforts in all the areas. Did our boys do the dirty work good enough for you, Jess?
Yeah. First half, yes. Second half, Parramatta came back. I thought it was going to be a case of deja vu. We saw it a fortnight ago against the Sharks. We saw it on other occasions this year as well. We've had big leads at halftime and failed to go on with it. And it was very nervous, especially when Parramatta scored the first 3 tries of the second half to get back within 6.
Oh, wow. Yeah. It was,
Boy didn't that ex-Dragon cop it at Wynn Stadium last night.
Oh, he did. Yeah, we'll talk about that a bit later. And we would have had Hasman on as well. He's off sick tonight. He's done too much work today apparently. So no heroes and villains, except if anyone wants to have a go at heroes and villains. A short one. You've got one.
Yeah, I nominate Jag.
What was your gripe from the game, Jess?
The fact that again, like it's a matter of casing that we're still not playing as an 80-minute team. We should have really lastly gone on with it. We're still not putting that together. Yeah, it's been our Achilles heel in many games this season. We've just got to play for that 80 minutes and put that through.
Yeah.
I don't know
me a
what
hero.
to do at half time.
Give me a hero.
My hero probably would be Nathan Lawson.
Well, okay, nice. There you go. That's heroes and villains for tonight.
Called in 4 minutes before the game because Tuipulotu went down in the warm-up. And
just like Scoop. Right. Scoop was called in 4 minutes before the game tonight. So,
do we want to hear the best part of the night, Big T?
What's that? The win?
The boys where we listen to some songs.
Okay, let's have a go. Nice.
And that's that.
Nice. There's the boys singing. And when the Saints go marching in, there's a couple of more videos there. Jess, you got?
Yes, we had two people as traditionally before a Dragons home game, Big T. We have a Dragons legend or a player deliver the match ball. And who delivered the match ball last night, Big T?
Was it Racine McGregor?
Sure was. Racine McGregor and Zali Hopkins, our new co-captains.
Nice.
So let's have a look at them delivering the match ball at Wynn Stadium last night.
Have a sprint race. Oh, there you go. There you go. Two of our NRLW players, our co-captains, as Jess said,
delivering the match.
So we'll move into this then, Jess. 1 minute and 37 seconds into the game. Lawson in for a 4-pointer. Cookie break from dummy half. Fantastic break from Cookie. Through hands out to Big Nath, who scores his first Dragons try. What were your thoughts at that moment?
I thought, what a start. Cookie set it up, as I said, by that breakout at dummy half. We know he's a running threat when he's on, when he does do that out of dummy half. And yeah, he was that was really catapulted that try. And then the man that just got called up 4 minutes before the game started in Nathan Lawson, who grabbed his first NRL try. I thought, where's this been? I
know, it was an awesome start.
And yeah,
what was everybody else's
his first NRL try?
Coco, what were your thoughts when you're out there in your kitchen? I think you are you? In your kitchen?
I'm
yes. Dinner?
Yes. So, I apologise. My dogs are going off, so I apologise for the noise. So I was bloody excited, going, yep, start of it, and congratulations to Nathan Lawson for his first try in NRL. And I thought Cookie did well done. Just running through the middle. That's what we need to do. Just run through the middle. And how quick was Cookie? I was like, yes, this is the way. It seems like they were practicing on their training. So I was so excited. I was very happy to start off with a try to begin with. So I was very excited for the game ahead. Okay,
Coco, I'll stay with you.
Yeah.
Sewer moved to the left after Allen went off HIA. He got copped the knee to the head. It was a pretty sad, accidental knee, of course it was.
Yeah.
Like in King Tonga, bombs to the side. Val taps the ball back. Next thing you know, Sewer has a try assist. And Lawson goes 2 for 2. So unfortunately, he damaged his shoulder later in the game. He actually played the last 15 minutes with a dead arm.
Wow.
What was your reaction then? I've got a couple of questions for you here. What was your reaction then? And how did the crowd react? You were in the crowd?
No, I wasn't. I stayed home.
Oh,
I was
no.
in the crowd. Yeah.
Jess,
yeah.
Jess, were you in the crowd?
I was in the crowd, yes.
Yeah. What was the crowd's reaction?
To which part of the game?
Oh, second try.
Oh, they were wondering, where's this been all year? Where's this football been all year? The crowd was just absolutely erupted off its feet. And it did silence the loud Para chant as well. Actually, there was a lot of Para supporters that made the trip down. Would be a lot of Parramatta local supporters around the area too. But
Do you want me to have
it was good to see. And Lawson got one, he got two. What a dream call up for him.
Dream start. And then a scoop. Liam, are you there?
Yes.
Come in,
Yes.
Liam.
Yes, I'm here.
What was your reaction to that try, and what were you doing? Were you dancing around the lounge room?
No, I was just sitting. Yeah, I was just sitting in my bed watching the game while I was working on some secret confidential stuff.
Oh, nice,
in the
confidential. All right, I'll go to you now, Coco. You missed out in the last one.
Yeah.
Movement to the left by the Eels. Adokar scores out wide. 10-4. Tell me what you thought about that try and how easy it was.
Or you mean which one? The Josh Adokar one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Well, Josh Adokar, he's called the Fox for a reason. He's at speed and X factor, and it was easy. But yeah, it was a shame that they scored.
Were you still confident about the game? You
Yeah,
still going to win.
Of course, yep. If I don't go. I get nervous when it's like 10 or 5 minutes to go. If it's like a small lead, but there was 80 minutes, and I believe that anything could happen. And I was just hoping that they didn't get too far. But 16-0, I thought it was okay. So I wasn't nervous yet. Yet.
Going into the
interrupt.
Sorry, yep.
Breaking news out from New South Wales camp: the team has been named.
Ooh,
Okay, we'll go through that. We'll go through that a little bit later. But thanks for that breaking news there, Scoop. Great flag movement right now, Liam. Alan in for a try. All in. He's in. Your thoughts on the game up until now?
Oh, I thought we were just playing really good footy in the first half of the game. I'm like, wow, where has this bloody attack been all year?
Yeah, I loved it too.
Oh my god, I thought I was having a cardiac arrest.
I was going to have that in the second half, but we'll get to that. Jess, was your confidence high when Flanagan went over for a try, and what do you think of that try?
Oh, he arguably the best game he's played in the Red V. That he played out of his skin. Great to see. All he's been through the week, been in the headlines, him and his father. But he really stood up when he really owned that game. His kicking game was quite good, and to see him score was a well-deserved try for him. He had a great game. But good on him, and he even pointed to the Dragons crest when he went over. So it's nice to see that he does love the club and he wants to go well for the team, and a reward for a great game from him.
Yeah, it was good to see. Did you see that try, Coco?
Yeah, I did, and I thought it was a good try. And I know that he's been hacked on, because yes, he's the coach's son, and I'll volunteer and say I did say some things, and I'm going to be a good girl and say and own up to it. And he did a great thing, but that's one game. He needs to keep going. People put him, but people who think he's like the Nathan Cleary, No, he is Kyle Flanagan. He's his own player. He's his own person, his identity. And we need to give him a break. Yes, it sucks that his dad's at our club, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. So let's just be happy we won. Let's give him the credit and move on. Because we have the Raiders next week. And that's the end of my rant for this day. Thank you. Over to you, team.
I'm sure you'll have more rants throughout the night.
The
next try. Sorry, what was that?
This is a good question. A viewer question.
What is your take about this Dragon supporter, JC?
Who's JC?
That's the one that was personally attacking Flano.
I don't. I'll take that. I don't condone anyone. I don't take anyone doing that to anybody. Either you're a keyboard warrior, snap out of it. It's just a game of footy. Snap out of it. I don't preach.
Is that the one Joey Johns agreed with or something?
Yes.
Yeah. He's a joke. He joke himself.
Yeah, he just.
Dragons have blocked him on Instagram.
Either. Yeah, I'm not going to give him any more spotlight. We don't do that to anybody.
How can the pill popper be a rugby league immortal? I don't know. All right. Coco, stay with you. Are you there, Coco?
I'm coming. I'm getting my dinner.
We're supposed to be on a serious show here.
He's having dinner on the podcast.
The next try was a Hunt Lomax type try. Like King Tolia puts the ball up in the air. It was exactly the same as what Lomax used to do. King Tolia put the top ball up in the air. Val plucks it out of Orangi's arms. And then it's what was the score? 26-4 at half time. How'd they do that?
Oh, I don't know, but they're very sneaky. They're very sneaky, those Eels. Oh, it was not. I was dreading if they got in front, and I was like,
oh yeah,
But they did.
What do you think about? What do you think about Val's try?
That was a luck. The footy gods were on our side. That was brilliant.
Yeah,
we got a lucky bounce. We got a lucky bounce. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't a bounce. It was a steal because I thought Iongi had it first.
Yeah. I was really scared that it was going to be either a knock on or a knock forward, and I'm like, just go, son. That's when I was like, oh, that's all I wanted. So yes, it was very good. Good on him.
That gets us to half time anyway. 5 first half tries to the Dragons. That's the most points we've scored against Parramatta in the first half since the takeover. Since the merge. Sorry, the joint venture. So half time Dragons lead comfortably 26-4.
That's good.
Before we get into the second stanza, wouldn't be able to do this without our sponsor, Jeff, and the team at work, Complete Warehouse Solutions. If you're into warehousing, you find them down on 6 Commerce Drive, Lake Illawarra. Give them a call on 0417 223 409 or 02 4257 1930 for all your warehousing needs. I'll come to this question. I'll go to this question now. Leilua ruled out of the second half, Jess. You heard any updates on Luciano and who do we bring in for him?
It's a quad injury. He'll go for scans tomorrow, I believe, to reveal how the extent of the injury. I'm not too sure, but that's what the scans will reveal. We'll know more when he gets those results tomorrow, and when he gets those scans. We'll really test our depth this week for sure. We've got as Muhammad Dib says in the comments, a truckload of injuries already. The injuries we've already had before this game last night. So we've got a lot.
You got that list. You got that list for a bit later.
I do. It's quite an extensive one, and you add on top of that, Val Holmes won't be in the team because of Origin duty.
Wow. Yeah. Well, anyway,
Christian Tuipulotu in tears after coming down in the warm up last night.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that was terrible as well. 4 minutes before kickoff, he pulled up lame.
Apparently, the other leg.
Oh no!
Boy.
Wow.
Oh boy!
Wow. Poor bloke. He hasn't had any luck this year.
Not at all. After his good year last year. This one was supposed to be for Haz, but we can all go for this one.
Sure.
6 minutes into the second half, he strikes. Lomax crosses, but unfortunately he missed another conversion. So his
He
New
cracked
South.
under pressure, Big T. He couldn't handle the booze at Wynn Stadium. He couldn't handle it.
Oh, how was it? You were there, Jess. What was the booze like for?
They were very
old mate
loud,
Zach?
and you could hear them all around the ground. They were
Go on, mute, Scoop. Thank you for that.
We don't want to hear your sneeze live on air, Scoop.
What a great show this is.
COVID.
All right. He crosses over, scores 26-8. Did you shift back into your seat and again go, oh, fire truck? That
Here we
try
go
was
again.
easy. That try was easy. It just
Yeah,
looked
I
like
thought
they swapped sides in the second half. Like Dragons were all full of running in the first, and Parramatta came out running in the second.
Yeah. It's happened before, and yeah. We're not a team that we can put the queue in the rack.
Not at all. It doesn't look like. We nearly busted the queue before we finished the game yesterday. Anyway, Scoop, let's go to you.
Yes.
Series of passes left by Parramatta. Katoa bust through a Kyle Flanagan tackle. It wasn't a tackle; it was a missed tackle. But to be fair, I wouldn't have made it either. What was your mind? What was your head doing in that moment?
I was like, oh, great, here we go again. Kyle Flanagan's turned his head off for the game, and we're going to get run over like what happened to us in the several games leading up to a Parramatta game.
Yeah. It was a tough tackle, though, mate. Tough tackle.
Coco's got a little friend there.
I'd like to see him make it.
Yeah.
There he goes.
She's
What's his
very-
name?
Her name is Lala.
Lala. I live in La La Land.
Yeah, she does. She's took a Lala. Yeah, did you like the Dragons game last night? She did. She loves Dragons, don't you?
I'm surprised you haven't got her some Dragons gear, Coco.
Dragons jersey.
Oh, mate, I have 3 dogs out. I've got enough, you know.
Yeah. So what was your head doing there, Jess? What was it? What were you thinking?
I thought, we're not going to go through this again, are we? I don't know what the problem is.
I think every Dragons fan in Australia was thinking that. I couldn't tell you anybody that was going to say we're not going to lose this, but
I mean,
The way it was looking that way. It was looking that way.
yeah. But I'm not going to blame the ref for taking the ball off us all the time. Kept making mistakes. We kept making mistakes. All right, Coco, here we go again. Tuipulotu crosses after a Nathan Lawson error off a Parramatta bomb. At the other end of the field, Toby Couchman is assisted off with a shoulder injury. The Dragons, 26-20. Uh-oh. Did you put your head in your hands here?
I did, but I'm like, nope, I've got faith. I was like, oh, fire truck, here we go. This is where they're going to be better. And I was stressing for that. I think it was it like 14 minutes ago or something? I was like, that whole time, like, come on, boys, just another try. Come on, let's do something. And yep, I was too stressed. I was like, and I was pouncing and everything. I'm like, this is not happening. So yeah, I was not happy. I'm like, hurry up, 5 minutes, hurry up, come on, let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Yes.
I did look down for a little while. I was saying, what's going on? And then I looked up and said, please, Lord, let us win this game. Anyway, so to all three of us,
yes, this
happened. Controversial moment as Adokar appears to score the potentially game-tying try, but the touch judge rules he's in touch. No video review because you can't video review a sideline decision. The debate between fans all day has been it was a try, it was no try.
His heels on the line. His
heels on the line?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen it on TikTok.
I agree.
Yeah. I've seen
he made the call. That's what his job is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you Shout out to another Dragons fan who's on TikTok and Instagram called Christopher. He's so funny. He actually had it in slow motion, the replay. And if you can see, there is one where he's running and it's his heel, it's right on the actual line. And you'll see when the touch judge puts his thing up. And it was dead set. It was like Origin many years ago with that player I won't name.
Jared Hayne.
And I said it wasn't a name.
You didn't name him. You didn't name him. I did.
And then but he was on the line. He was.
Skip, you're saying.
What do
Skip,
you
you're saying it's on the line.
Yeah, as a former referee myself, I'm saying it was on the line. And
So you would have called it?
Yep, I would have called it.
Flag in the air, Jess.
Yep. I agree with that. Yep.
So you
Big
agree
team,
with
what's your call?
Addo Carr loves the white lines, by the way, Big T, in case you didn't know.
And there's a few rugby league players that like that. But on boom.
What's your call,
All right.
Big T?
My call. I don't really. It's not going to affect the game. I'm going to say he was in.
Oh,
It does affect the game. It makes it 26 all.
Yeah, but it doesn't now, does it? Doesn't now. It's all over. Doesn't matter about the decision. Okay. After a Lomax, this is for everyone as well. Oh, Steve, this is for you. After a Lomax desperation pass, the ball goes to Val, and Val picks up the scrums, and streaks 70 metres to score. He was laughing all the way to the bank. They weren't going to catch him. I know I was cheering, but Jess, have you got a video of somebody else that we know is cheering?
I think so. Let's have a look.
Let's have a look at this.
Bear with me. I'm just having a bit of technical issue, but I'll get it.
Technical issues. Jeez. Aren't these computers supposed to make it easier? Mate, I'm 55 and don't know how to use one.
maybe we need to save up and get a content house.
I know, I was riding Val so hard. But come on, here we are. But what about this guy?
Yeah, eventually.
Anyone know this guy?
No, who is he?
Get on it now! Go!
Who is this guy? I don't know this random guy, guys.
Maybe his neighbours are like headphones in or something.
Just happened! There's going to be the video ref to have a look at about 1,000 things here.
Thank you, Lomax, for the try assist.
1,000 things.
That's right. Yeah, thank you, Lomax, for try assist.
So this is Kelma Tuolangi on Larkin King Togia. They've been targeting that all day. He finally broke through.
Gets him there.
Nothing. Gutho misses Lomax. Jack makes a tackle on Lomax. Throws a pass. Nothing wrong with it. That's all clear.
Who is this weirdo? Who's this crazy, strange weirdo?
I've never seen him before.
Yeah, me
He's going to
either.
cry.
Do you think they should bring the whole bench in?
Look at the smile.
Oh, John.
Right, yeah, we didn't have any bench.
Yeah, it is. Try confirm.
Come back when you're ready, mate. Come back when you're ready.
Come back whenever you're ready. I just love his
We
passion.
need you.
His passion.
The show needs
Passion.
you.
We all need you. We all need you. We're all struggling. Look at
But just
me,
again on that
struggling.
touch judge decision, a lot of people bag the touch judges for not making decisions when they're right
They
on
do.
the spot. He's there
They
making
do.
a call, doing his job. I applaud him for making that call.
Yeah. He clearly
Totally
lost
fair.
the ball.
But there was calls saying, how did he make the call when he couldn't see the foot on the line? Like there was a player in between or something.
It was like a blade of grass. You couldn't really dispute it either way. That's a yeah.
They are complaining like mad. I know a few Eels fans and they've sent me, Yeah, we were ripped off. We were done this.
There was
we
a
were done
lot of
that.
Para chants there, Big T. There was heaps of Para supporters there.
Well, sold out. 18,000 something.
18,191.
191. And you were the one, Jess.
But I heard people in the crowd too. I'm sure we'll discuss them later. Saying Jack the Bell and get to Para now. Like, no.
What? Anyway, we'll talk about that soon. Talk about news and rumours shortly. And for everyone that's here, would you have gone for gone for more points? Was a good way to finish the penalty.
It snuffs out any Eels comeback. I don't mind the 2 points there.
Me either.
No, Coco's probably not either. All
right, Jess. Nope.
Do you want to take us into some news and rumours, Jess?
Yep, well, we'll hear from some of the players that had milestones last night, Big T.
Yes.
David
Clemmer, 250.
Congratulations. Greater.
Emre 100.
If you play 250 games, not many players are lucky enough to do that. That's a great achievement in the NRL.
And I agree with Muhammad Dib. Hashtag comeback Donny.
Make that a trend, guys.
Let's see. We can get here is the Clem Dog.
The Clem Dog.
Clem Dog.
All right.
Clem, mate, 250th, a big week. How are you feeling now?
Nah, awesome, mate. I just want to give a good thanks to the club. Really made it special for me and my family, and the boys, turning up here tonight and getting a win made it really special. So, mate, just so overwhelmed and thankful for the club as well. So, that was good.
And your family's all with you, taking photos and stuff. What do they mean to you?
Oh, they mean the world, mate. That's why, different parts of your life, and you play what you play footy for, and this is who I play for my kids and my family, and it was good to celebrate with them tonight, and something for us to remember.
It was certainly a tough game, a few injuries, but dug deep to get the win.
Yeah, we did, mate. It was a gritty win. We had our backs against the wall there, and we just found something. And Jacob Little, big play, Valentine Holmes, big play, and we're fighting for our season there, and we've got to keep fighting. So, no, it was good to get the 2 points.
And the sellout here at Wynn Stadium, you must have felt their support down the stretch there.
It was cracker, mate. It was good atmosphere, and thanks to the fans for coming out as well. They were super. You're not.
And we had another milestone man, Big T.
The Turkish Australian, Emre Gula. He brought up 100 games. 100 games, Jess?
Yep, and let's hear from him.
Emre, 100 games. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, it was good. We hung in there. We lost a lot of boys through the game, but we showed good resilience to come out on top, and no better game to do it than on 100.
And you had your family all here watching your own family and friends. That must be a special feeling.
Yeah, had all my family here, mates that I grew up with since I was little. So good to see this, smile on their faces and see all the boys after the game, after a win. Can't beat it.
And what have they meant to you throughout your journey from being a young boy through to now?
They've always supported me. We got photos in nappies together with some of their mates. They've seen me since I was young to come through now to play 100 and hopefully many more. To see their faces after the game was something special.
And the sellout crowd here at Wynn Stadium, you must have felt them down the stretch there.
Yeah, no, it did. The atmosphere was pumping. We love our fans. We love all our members. We appreciate everyone that comes out, especially when it's cold. We don't think you guys go unnoticed. So we appreciate you and thank you for turning up.
Thanks, Emre. I appreciate it.
Cheers.
Nice. And while we're in news and rumours, who thought Steve Roach was a bit one-sided watching the telecast?
I don't know. I didn't hear the commentary.
You didn't hear the commentary?
I was at the game.
I would have been. I would have watched the game again. Okay, what do you think of Steve Roach's commentary?
Yeah, it did annoy me sometimes. Like, some things he said, I was like, it's like when Gus says stuff. I'm like, really? Like, It's so annoying.
Put in the class,
And I
Toby.
understand that they have things to say, but sometimes it's just like, well, no, you don't need to
Everything
say
he-
something.
Everything he was saying was orientated towards Parramatta. That's how.
Yeah, or
that's how
Lomax.
bad-
Or this is why Lomax.
And he's an
left.
Illawarra boy.
I know, but he doesn't like. None of them like us. Ennis, anybody. Yeah. Ben's got with me as well. Steve Rachel's probably one-sided.
What's your dinner,
And
Coco?
It's like chicken and mushroom. It's really beautiful. I love it.
we're such a professional show.
Nothing. Coco showing off her skills.
Oh yeah.
But no, this is from the other night. No, I'm just eating it.
Leftovers.
Yeah, I love it. Anyway, let's get back because Captain Big T needs answers, don't you, Big T? Let's go.
I do need answers. No, it's up to Jess now. He's doing news and rumours.
Oh, news
Yes.
and rumors. Ooh.
Would you like
Well,
me to
the
read?
first one was
What?
the elephant in
Hang
the
on.
room. Jack DeBellin, told by the club he's free to go at the end of the year and he'll be joining Parramatta on a 2-year deal. A lot of Dragons fans not happy about this one.
Yeah, you were at the game. What was the crowd screaming out?
They weren't really booing him or anything like that. But some people did say or go head to Para now. Like, I think the Dragons really should have tried to come to a conclusion. Like, do whatever is necessary to keep him at the club. Like, we've lost a lot of middle forwards, and we're letting another one go. Like,
But
he's
Shane
not
Flanagan
playing
didn't say he's got some faith in the young guys coming through. So hopefully they can stay fit. This year we've lost a couple of them, lost a couple more now. Yeah, and Coco's going off with a dog. Any more news and rumours, Jess, before we go through the New South Wales squad?
deserved to. I do think he deserved to finish his career in the Red V.
So do I. It's so sad.
15 years in the club. And yeah, he equaled the record for with Matt Cooper last night as well. So good on him.
See, that's what
Really,
makes me so
he
sad
won't
about
get
this.
to retire in the Red V.
Exactly. This is what makes me sad. Like, we have people, like, that is probably, is that, like, now, like, he was 50, when did he come? He was in his 19?
He was 19 when he debuted.
Yeah, 19. And now he's, like, 34 years old. And but the club is slack. That's what it is, slack. Like, that's what I mean. They can't even help a war horse who was working his ass off. Yes, I'm saying ass at 7:08 p.m. and working his ass off, and for the club he loves. And when we played like crap, he dealt with it. He's like, yeah, we did play like crap. That's not us. And he took it. Now, the people that saying he should go to Parramatta now, wake up to yourself, because we still got a season and he's still there. So wake up to yourself, pull your head in and snap out of it. He has
It's too late now.
15 years. 15 years. And this is what he gets. And I don't care if football's business, it's just a number. No. A guy came and worked his bum off, and now he has to go to Para. What for? Shame, Dragons, shame. You do this all the time to people that work their asses off in our club, and you make them leave. And you
He's
don't
been
even
loyal
give
to our
people
club,
respect.
Coco, hasn't he? Very loyal.
Well,
Yeah,
Dragons have
where's
been
the
loyal to him
loyal?
as well. They have been
Yeah,
loyal to him.
Yeah, where's the loyal in our loyalty, proud, passion bit? Nowhere.
But they have been loyal to him.
People have said too, does he offer them something in return? Because remember, he was out of the game for 2.5 years and they stuck by in the club.
Exactly. And then what happens now? Like, after 2 years, see you later, mate. We're done.
I agree with you, Coco. There's a sentiment there, side of us saying we should have kept him for another. We wanted him to keep him for one season. Parramatta came in, offered him 2. So he wasn't going to get 2 at the Dragons. He's got to think about his family.
True, yeah.
He's got a young
I understand.
family now, yeah.
He would have an emotional attachment to the club, but
Yeah.
he wants 2 years. He wants more money. So
Exactly, I understand. It's just hard.
Jake, you're wrong. When Ben Harron and Shane Flanagan had a meeting with him, he left the room in tears.
yeah, he has got. I'm telling you, he has got an emotional attachment to the club, but he's got to look after his family first. So
Exactly.
we offered him 1 year. They offered him 2. He's going to go
You've got
there.
to take the money.
You've got to take the money. It's not. It's not all about loyalty
What's the
when you
living?
get to that age. Like, he'll be 37 when he finishes.
Yeah.
Well, you're not.
Of course, you're going to take the money. Any job.
Course. Oh, well, yeah.
Especially with the cost of living now these days.
Cost of living, I know. Yeah, I know people will feel slack about it.
Thank you, Raphael.
But he still deserves to retire in the Red V. He's
Raphael, well said, Coco. Love your passion.
Yeah, I love him.
And Jake,
Thank
I
you
was
for them
wrong.
too.
He's doing it, but how? He's doing it for his family. Jess was saying that he cried when they said, we're not going to sign you. He walked out crying.
emotional.
So that's emotional.
Yeah.
And Mohammed says we don't want him at the club 1 year too long. I don't think it would have been
I
1
agree
year.
with that.
I don't think it would have been 1 year too long. I think he's got 2 years left in him, and he would have been retiring as a one club player if we had to give him 2 anyway.
But you know what? I was thinking about the
An
retired
option for the
players.
second year, yes.
You know how
That's right, Johnny,
clubs, you know how some clubs have mentoring leadership group thing. I think some of our other players that have retired maybe should come in and teach the boys and tell them how to deal with the fame or just the scrutiny and stuff, and have that little men's group for them, because how people this week have been going off at hacking on all these players. I think it would be nice to have maybe Jack DeBellum not leave, be still in B at the Dragons, but as a mentor, do things set up a men's something
Well-being thing, you mean?
yeah, that's it. Thank you. I was trying in my
Welfare.
brain. Yeah, welfare, and between games and they like coffee. Have a coffee run as well. So just have things like that instead of saying, "See you later, mate. You're done." It's a bit sad. Yes, it's sad. I understand he's got a family, and luckily he didn't go to Super League. Imagine if he went over there. It would be.
It would have been better. We would be playing against this.
I know. But I'll still support him. It's a shame. Sure. It's but yes.
Well, my mum, God rest her soul, was a Parramatta tragic.
I thought you said your mum just got arrested. I was like, what happened? But you said,
No.
The way it's
my mum passed in 2018, but she was a Parramatta
beautiful.
tragic.
Yeah.
She loved Peter Sterling, and
she didn't get you to support Para Big T.
No, that was my cousin. He was a Roosters supporter. He took me to a Roosters Dragons game. Dragons won. I went for the Dragons. It's a longer story. It's a longer story than that. I might tell you one day. So we've got a number of injuries, Jess.
Yes.
And it only seems to be getting bigger every week. Have you got a list of names?
Well, we got, Christian Tuipulotu did his hamstring last night. Nathan Lawson's done his shoulder. It looks like Toby Couchman's season's over, so it's a dislocated shoulder for him. So both Couchman twins gone for the year, as we saw Ryan go down with the ACL earlier in the year. Damien Cook picked up a knock to the knee, but he should be okay. It was just a little knock. Val Holmes actually picked up a slight injury. That's why he didn't kick the last 2 goals as Kyle Flanagan did, but that will have no impact. He'll be fine to go into the Queensland camp tomorrow.
Queenslander!
Boo!
All right, okay. Sorry, mate. Sorry.
Continuing on. Hamish Stewart failed his HIA, so he's unavailable. And we'll have who else went down? Viliami went down with a knee injury as well. Luciano looked like he picked up a quad injury too. So it's going to be interesting to see what Flano, which team Flano goes with to head down the road to take on the competition leaders.
Has he got any more?
It's going to be a real test to take the Raiders. Does
anyone come with me to the Raiders game?
You're going to Canberra, are you, Coco?
Yep. I'm thinking of going, but I need someone else to come with me because I don't drive and I need just.
It's going to be freezing. Hope you have lots
anybody in the comments would you like to take Coco to the Canberra game? Sure. Anybody?
You'll need lots of layers.
My dad goes to Canberra, and I asked him, and he said no. So I was just thinking about it.
Dad.
You've got to go early too, Coco. The girls are playing too.
Okay, well, if I'm not free, I'm like, So I'd like, this is Coco from the podcast. Welcome to Canberra.
We'll say Coco in Canberra.
Yeah.
What's $1,000, Jack Denson? What's $1,000?
I think Lisa Marie Cooper's got a crush. I think she's talking about Jack the Bell in there.
Oh, yeah, we all have questions.
Jack
I
Denson,
just
will
realised
go. Jack Denson will go with your Coco.
Hey?
I don't know Jack Denson, but he'll take you.
Oh, okay.
Get in contact.
$1,000, he said.
No,
Get in
thanks.
contact with Coco at cocointhekitchen.com.au. No.
Yep, $1,000 to take Coco to Canberra, he said.
Oh,
No.
$1,000.
Nah, sorry. I got my own.
Bell,
I'd
Bell,
rather have
Bell,
a time of my life.
I was going to say, take the train, Coco.
Bell Sabito.
I don't know who that is, but hi, Belle. Nice to meet you.
Oh,
I
all
like
right,
to
Jack,
ride
Jack's
them.
got his offer, he said.
Oh, no. No, mate, this is no money situation. Zero, my company and my passion.
I'd like to meet Bell too. Maybe at a game, Bell. Did you get too many games, Bell? So, you got anything else, Jess, before
Yes, Tyrell Sloan. Being told he can negotiate with the rival clubs.
yes.
That was the news about when they was still trying to sell Solon Cobbo, but obviously he's signed with the Dolphins after next year. But yeah, Tyrell Sloan, he's been said free to go.
No, Coco, what's your thoughts on that one?
I'm very sad, but I know he's young, and if he goes to any other club, and they work on him, if he goes to Melbourne, and with Craig Bellamy, he's a great coach. I respect him as a coach and everything, and I think that it's sad that he might leave. But if there's no room for him at the Dragons, I'm still dealing with it. But yeah, so.
Catalans have shown interest, Coco. What do you think? How do you think? Is he too young to handle this? Is he too young to go to Super League? What do you think?
No. I think that's good for him. Excuse me, I just need to tell my dogs to shush. Wait.
Now I think it'll be a great move for him to go to Super League. He'll win Man of Steel multiple times. He'll just blaze them. I'm sure he'll blaze them.
But he would learn a lot going to a system like Melbourne as well.
I think Jake's talking to you there, Jess.
Can't you see the name badge?
That's brilliant.
We never said we were making the 8, Rufio.
That's right. No.
Yeah, if we can, we're lucky. So calm down. Calm down with the top 8. We just want to win, and we've got tough.
And
games.
also, there's interest in both our reserve grade halves.
Yeah, well, the Canberra Raiders are interested in Lachlan Ilias, which goes on to that. The New South Wales Cup team went down their first loss in 8 weeks yesterday, 36-22 to Parramatta.
Parramatta are running third.
Donnie highlighted that our halves weren't particularly good in this one in Jonah Glover and Lachlan Ilias. Jonah Glover has been linked with a move to the Tigers, as we saw Lachlan Galvin leave them a few weeks ago. So they need some depth in the halves. And the other one, we got Jonah Glover to the Lachlan Ilias to the Raiders. Ricky Stewart's showing some interest in him because Jamal Fogarty going over to Manly next year.
Yes, Manly. Hey, Manly.
I wouldn't be surprised if Lachlan Ilias leaves us after this year. I would not be surprised.
And Jake said he's seen you at Albion Oak Park, Oak Flat Bowling Club a couple of times, and he wanted to say hi. So go and say hi to Jess if you see out here at Oak Flats Bowling Club next time. Any more, Jess? You seem to be pulling out of your hat, mate. Have you got any more?
Yes, we got another one. The cannonball tackle. It's not really a Dragons related issue, but the cannonball tackle where the third player comes in driving at the legs. Joey Johns made a statement that We've just got to get out of the game. It's completely a dangerous
That's
tackle.
bad.
It is. I agree.
Is that the one where you're going below the knees?
When they can't even protect themselves and they jump at the legs.
Yeah, that's
You're going
right.
to break
yeah,
someone leg doing that.
Yes,
I think
get
jump
out
it
of the game.
out.
I think the prowler should be outlawed as well. Where
No third man in.
someone's got their ribs open like that. You can't. Like, I used to do it all the time, but you can't get in there anymore. It's not a game. No, you don't. Yeah, Ruffo reckons Jack DeBell's the king of the cannonball tackle. He does tackle lower times, but he's not a cannonballer. Not a cannonball. You know what tackle? Tackle. Oh, it's not a tackle actually. I've seen it in the Melbourne game today. One of the Melbourne players were caught by the scruff of the neck, like the back of the collar, like that, right? Right?
Yeah.
And Pappenhausen went to dummy half, and I thought to myself, if that tackle was made on Pappenhausen, it'd be a penalty for pulling his hair, wouldn't it? Because his hair goes down past the and not just Pappenhausen. You've got Luai. You've got all these players that wear their hair out. I reckon pull your hair, play on. Would you hear Jeff Robinson crying? You guys would remember Jeff Robinson. All the people out there know who I'm talking about. Jeff Robinson was a Canterbury Bankstown forward. He looked like Captain Caveman. His hair was out. He had a big shot. And did he cry when someone pulled his hair? No, he just jumped up and punched him in the mouth. Go back to the old days. Bring back the biff. Okay, Jess, are you done now? Because Liam's down there chomping. He wants to read out this New South Wales side.
Oh yeah, well we got the NRLW squad actually finalised their development players today, which completes our 2025 squad. And they were unveiled at Wynn Stadium last night, Big T, which is nice.
Cool. What are the girls' names?
So we'll start with we'll show the squad that was unveiled at Wynn Stadium last night.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look, brother.
Damn, there's some good lookers there.
Liam, get those glasses off.
Let's keep seeing.
Is that it?
Oh yeah, much rock music.
So just 6 days to go until our girls play their first game of season 2025.
Yes,
Coach.
we'll be reviewing that on Tuesday. That'll be good.
Previewing that, yep. First game
Coco.
against
Yes.
Coco loves the girls. Coco, 6 days until our girls play their first game of the year.
Oh, very good. I love it. I can't wait. I love I think good on them for putting their bodies on the line, and it's very exciting. When I was a kid, I didn't have this. I did play FL for a few times, but that was once. And I love saying the tackles. Sometimes the tackles are more harder than the boys. And yeah, I'm very excited. I hope the girls go well. And yeah, is Flash still there?
Teganberry Shaw is still there.
Teganberry's
Yep.
still there. So do you want to read out the squad, Jess?
Yep. So here is the Dragons NRLW squad for 2025 with our co-captains Racine McGregor and Zali Hopkins. But here is how the squad will line up. How the squad will be this year. So we have Olivia Ingram's a new signing. She's come over from the Raiders, so she's a centre. Alice Gregory debuted last year with us. I know Big T, you're a fan of her. Bobby Law, her third year at the club. Bronte Wilson, New South Wales under-19s representative for 2 years in a row. Look forward to seeing getting her get some more game time this year. Charlotte Basham, another one of our local juniors to come through our system. Expect to see her get more game time this year as well. Ella Costa played for the Indigenous All Stars this year. I think she'll have a spot in the starting 13 this year, I think. Grace Hamilton, she's an ex-Wallaroo. She has previously played with the Roosters a couple of years ago, so she does bring some experience to the team. especially in our front row there. Hannah Southwell was as part of our inaugural Dragon side back in 2018, and yeah, she comes back. 3-time premiership winner, twice with Newcastle and one with the Roosters. Premiership former captain with Newcastle, has also played at the highest level playing for New South Wales and the Jillaroos. Indy Bostock, I expect her to be named for her NRLW debut for the game in Canberra. Yeah, she's they call her the Ferrari, and I can't wait to see her get in for her NRLW debut and look to see how she handles the stage. Obviously, the younger sister of Jack Bostock, of the Dolphins winger. Jamie Lee McGregor, formerly Jamie Lee Bright. So yeah, she obviously got married to Racine in the off season, and her third year with the club. Jamie Millard, she comes into the squad too. Has a soccer background. Her sister Hope Millard was a Steelers junior, but she's gone to the Bulldogs. But Jamie Millard, she comes through as another junior in our system. Casey Ray, your favourite Scoop, 2-time New South Wales player of the game, Dally M Rookie of the Year last year as well. So I'm looking forward to see how she goes. Hopefully she does get that crack at number 6 to play alongside Racine McGregor. That would be. Keely Brown, again, another one of our local juniors to come through. Looking forward to seeing how she goes this year. Madison Mulhall, one of our guests that was on a couple of weeks ago. Great having her on.
Definitely.
And see her taking one of those front row spots now with the loss of Tiakaranga Katoa and also Alexis Tawanea. So she takes up a front row spot, you would imagine. Margot Vella comes back after missing the most of last year with an ankle injury. Nita Maynard brings some much needed experience to the hooking role. Is national, one-time New South Wales representative as well. Has had stints at the Roosters, Knights, Broncos, and the Titans, and a premiership winner with the Knights. Pear Tapsell was in the Sharks squad last year, but didn't get any game time. Been playing in the Super Rugby competition with the Western Force. Racing McGregor, again, will be the co-captain for the team. Golden Boot winner, Dally M winner, 3-time premiership winner. She's done it all in the game. Be nice to see her hopefully lift the premiership trophy for us on the first Sunday in October. Sarah Sautia, another guest that we had on a couple of weeks ago, got injured in that same game against the Cowboys last year with Margot Vella. And yeah, she's had a horrendous run with injuries. Hopefully she can stay on the field this year and get some more games under her belt.
She looks like a gun.
Very versatile. I expect her to spend most of the year in the back row. Sophie Clancy, another half in our system, her third year at the club. Tegan Berry, the Flashberry, probably arguably our most important player. Just recently assigned till the end of 2026. Hopefully she can stay a bit longer than that. And she's a key player in our side, and her the way she goes this year will be a key telling on how we'll go. And there was a top 50 player on the Telegraph today, and Tegan Berry finished in the top 5. So top 5 players in the NRLW according to that ranking.
She still can't get a New South Wales spot.
No. Trinity Tawanea, the younger sister of Alexis Tawanea, so big raps on her. She is a good chance at being named to debut in this game against the Raiders. Some saying when we had John on the other week, her manager, saying she could be even better than her older sister Lex. So that'd be good, exciting to see her get a start. And she's been captain of the Tasha Gale teams. Tasha Gale Steelers team, so looking forward to seeing how she develops and makes a step up to NRLW, and also the versatile Zali Hopkins, who did trial in the number 6 jersey, the new co-captain. It'll be interesting to see if she does start there between her and Casey Ray, but obviously she can play at 9 as well. And the development players were confirmed today with Paige Tawanea, the youngest of the Tawanea sisters, Maria Paseka, who made her NRLW debut last year against the Sharks. Was a try scorer for the New South Wales under-19s as well. Soraya Pale, a member of the Steelers junior reps team. So watch her come through, a big body. And Talia O'Brien,
She scored a few
Yes.
good tries. Pale. She's a big girl. She's going to be up front for us for years to come, I think.
Yes. Then Talia O'Brien is at half, who was also in that New South Wales squad. So another key player on the development, and of course, new coach Nathan Cross.
Crossy.
Crossy.
Hopefully, Nicky John can convince him to come on our little show.
And what do you think of that squad, Big T? There's a bit more experience there this time around.
A little bit more experience.
Still left with what Jamie Soward's roster looked like. Most of it.
Yeah, most of it. You left out Sinead Lendl there. She's a tough player. She can play anywhere as well. In the centres, in the back row, anywhere.
I did mention her.
I didn't hear you mention her, but I like her as well. She's a good player. But Parlay's going to be a Paige Tournier. I've seen them both play, so they're both good players. Be good to see Margot Vella streaking down. We've seen a clip of Margot streaking down the field, not streaking, but streaking down the field with the ball in the hand. Against the Tigers the other day. So good on her. Good on her for getting back there and getting back on the horse. Getting back after it was a nasty leg injury, wasn't it? She had?
Yes, that was an ankle, I think it was. Yeah, it's a shame to see her go down and have a season-ending injury. But the comp is 11 weeks, though, Big T, as we have the two new teams coming in, with the Warriors returning and the Bulldogs coming into the competition. And they'll be coached by former Dragons player, Braden Williami. You remember him?
I do remember Braden Viliami. I remember Braden.
Coach of the Bulldogs.
Didn't do a lot at the Dragons. He played a few games, Braden.
Didn't he retire because of that injury?
No, that was.
He went to rugby union after he left us.
Yeah.
He went to play union in France. But anyway, I'll run through the draw. So it starts off in round one, as I said, Saturday, 3:15. That'll be in Canberra against the Raiders. A team we haven't had a lot of joy against. We've played them twice. We've lost both of them.
And that's before the Dragons-Raiders game.
Yes. And all these games, you can see them on Channel 9, Box KO, wherever you can get them. I'll get out to a game and go to support the girls as well. Round two will be on July 12th, so the week after, up at Cogra. It's a doubleheader with the NRL team up against the Roosters at 3:15 at Cogra. That'll be a tough game against the defending premiers. Round three against newcomers, the Bulldogs, on the 19th of July, the 3:15 kickoff again. Round four will be our first game in Wollongong for the year, up against the Brisbane Broncos, the team that's won the most premierships in the comp. That'll be at Wynn Stadium in Wollongong, a standalone game at 1:45 on the 27th of July, Sunday afternoon there. Round five, it'll be the first ever NRLW Magic Round. They'll be taking on the Parramatta Eels at McDonald Jones Stadium in Newcastle at 3:45 p.m. on Sunday, the 3rd of August. Round six, it's a local derby at Cogra. It's a double local derby with the men and the women playing at Cogra. 12:45. It'll be a lot of ex-Dragons in that Sharks lineup. Tyler King, the latest ex-Dragon to jump ship. And that'll be 12:45 on Saturday, the 9th of August, prior to the men's game at 3:00. Round seven will be at 11:50 at Allianz Stadium against the Tigers on Sunday, the 17th of August. Round eight up on the Gold Coast on Saturday, the 23rd of August against the Gold Coast Titans. A few ex-Dragons in that Titans lineup as well. Jamie Chapman and Talia Fuimoano and Shaylee Bent, just to name those. Round nine will be up against the returning New Zealand Warriors on Saturday, the 30th of August at 3:15, which will have the NRL game after that against Manly. On round 10 will be at Wynn Stadium in Wollongong against the North Queensland Cowboys, kicking off at 12:45. Following that will be an NRL game against the Penrith Panthers. And then in round 11, the final round of the NRLW season for the Dragons, that'll be up against the Newcastle Knights at McDonald Jones Stadium on Sunday, the 14th of September, kicking off at 1:45 p.m. And for this year's final system, it is a top six. Top six. So the first two, the two teams that finish first and second, they will get a week off. The third and fourth, and third will play sixth, and fourth will play fifth, I think.
Yep.
And and whoever wins those will go to a prelim.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I was
top
going to
seven-
say, Jesse.
I was going to say, I'm going to make a T-shirt. I'm going to make a T-shirt. I'm going to say,
Whoa,
just want to
just
say,
going to say.
So we travelled out of New South Wales twice during the women's comp. One
Looks
up
like-
to Queensland, yeah, and one down to Canberra.
Yes.
but is Canberra really out of state? Oh, I don't know.
Well,
The first time
you
we've
know,
actually played the Raiders in Canberra because both times it's been our home game.
Nice. So that's be a good tight season there, Jess. Dragons guys are looking good. We beat the Tigers in the trial.
Yep, 12 points to 4, but the Raiders
Three
have
tries,
a pretty
three tries to
strong
one,
roster.
wasn't it?
Yep. The Raiders have a pretty strong roster. They're a middle of the road side, but they'll be a dangerous side, and we'll get into that preview on Tuesday. Once we know who we'll be featuring for both the Raiders and the Dragons.
Nice. Thank you very much, Jess. Any more? Are you done?
I know you like to go through the ladder too. You want to see how the ladder's shaping up after round
Well,
17?
We'll see how we go on the ladder.
So the ladder after round 17. Coco, you want to run us through the ladder?
Okay, sure. All right. I can't do this. Hang on. Right. After round 17, in the top spot, number 1 on Raiders with 28 points. Then it's the second is Bulldogs on 28 points. Then third is the Storm, 26 points. On 24 points. And fourth is the Warriors. And fifth on 20 points, or equal 20 points, Broncos and Roosters. And Broncos are fifth, and the sixth is Roosters. And then there's seventh, and they've crept up. They were last in the last few rounds, but now the minor premiers, Penrith, are coming back. And then the Dolphins. Dolphins after that smashing against the Rabbitohs. Then ninth on 18 points is Sea Eagles. And then 10th on 18 points. There's 3. There's Dragons, Sharks, and Eels all on 18 points. You see? Giddy up.
Eagles, Dragons.
Eagles,
I said
not
Dragons.
Eels.
Well, I'm on my phone. I can't see for shit. So then 12th on 17 points is Cowboys. Knights, 14. Tigers, 14th, but they're 13th and 14th. And the last two, 15th is Eels and 16th. Oh, no. Wayne Bennett's boys. Oh, no. Rabbitohs on 14.
Hang on, don't forget the Titans. Titans are last.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Gold Coast. And their 17 is Gold Coast. Sorry about that. I forgot.
Don't worry about that. No,
Well,
no,
they tried today, but it just didn't happen.
no.
Yeah, fancy you saying that about Bennett's Bunnies, Coco. Your boy Bud picked up a leg injury in New South Wales Cup today.
But I volunteer to help you recover. Just give me a go. Oh, I hope he's
Wayne
all
Bennett
right.
wants to keep Bud at South beyond this year as well.
Good
Then
on
we got-
him. That's great.
Rufio. They dropped off from first. Bad luck.
That's
But
all right. You know what?
The deserved team is first. The Raiders have
Yeah.
won the most games of anyone this year.
I can't believe it.
They have. And they still got 2 buys to go.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, because I think they went to Vegas and they haven't had their buy until later in the year. So
Yeah. Well,
And
someone's
they've
got to have it late.
They've got a lot of games at Canberra coming up. And this is the worst time of year you want to be going to play in the Raiders in Canberra.
That's a bloody cold place, Canberra. Does your dad live in Canberra, Coco?
no, he lives
Smart.
near me.
Smart
But,
man.
I offered. I said, let's go down, stay the night, come back Sunday. You get to see Ricky. And he's like, nah. I'm like, fine, I'll go on my own. I just have to find. I don't drive,
Who's
see,
this
so I
Rufio
just got to,
for?
you know.
He's a Dogs fan.
I was a Dogs fan.
What is he watching our podcast for?
Don't
good.
let him. He's shake it off.
He
Shake
wants
it
to
off.
change teams.
Does he?
He does. He secretly
What is it?
loves the Dragons.
Well, then maybe start being
He's a
kind
closet
to
Dragon supporter, Big T.
He is, mate. He is. Just like the Dave Holland. Dave Holland's the same. Steve
What
Arley.
a scoop have a Cowboys jersey on.
No, it's my after comp shirt.
Tell Rufio then, Scoop.
Ripio. Is that like is that Spanish or Italian or Bonjour or hola?
Spanish.
He wants to
Is
come
he-
on from behind enemy lines, Big T.
We'll let him on. We'll bring him on for Behind Enemy Lines. Just contact me on www.bigt.com.au. No. All right, Jess, is that you done for the night?
One more thing for you.
One more.
This is for you. Basically
Oh, for me.
you.
All right.
So Kalen Ponga went down. Who comes in? Does Hammer move to fullback, or does Reece Walsh come in as a straight swap?
Nah, Reece Walsh comes in as a straight swap. I'll leave
But
Hammer
I
where
think
he
he's
is.
injured. Isn't he still injured?
No. He had a blinder the other day.
Yeah, I know.
So did the Hammer.
Yeah.
That's good
was
price,
a-
isn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh,
No, it's not. We got to
Queenslander.
No, we got to be careful with those third men in.
You're
Third
playing
men
in
in, Harry
Sydney.
Grant.
Don't forget Big
and,
T.
you know.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where we play. We're going to beat you. Series win 2-1.
No.
For the Blues.
Go New South Wales.
All right, talking about the Blues, Jess. We'll wrap this up. Talking about the Blues, Scoop. Would you run us through the New South Wales squad for the third game, the 2025 final State Origin Series? The
Of
decider.
course, but all right for the Blues, line up fullback. Got Dylan, the bald head.
Edward.
No,
Dylan Edwards. Just give us the names, Scoop. Give us the names.
Lining up on the wing in number 2, Brian To'o.
Brian To'o.
Lining up in number 3 in the centres is his mate, Stephen Crichton.
Crichton. Yeah, good player.
Number 4, Latrell. Mitchell.
Ooh, yeah.
Trell.
Lining up on the other
Trell.
side of the field. On the other side of the wing, Voldemort himself, Zach Lomax.
He'll miss all the
In the
goals
halves.
again.
Yeah, in the
Mel will kick all the
halves.
goals, will he?
We've got Jerome Luai lined up in 5'8".
Oh.
And number 7. Not
Yeah.
sure if this is going to be confirmed yet, but we'll have to wait and see. Nathan Cleary. Well, Nathan the Chin
Chin.
Cleary.
Chin.
No nickname, Scoop. Just get on with it.
Yeah, in the number 8 prop position, Max King. Number 9, hooker, Reece Robson.
Oh.
Lining up on the other prop side of the field, Payne Haas.
Haas
In the
Payne.
second row, you got Liam Martin. Yeah, and Angus Crichton. And then in the number 13, locking the scrum, yeah, plus the captain for New South Wales, yeah, Isaiah Yo. Yeah, for the bench in the number 14, you got Connor Watson. Number 15, Spencer Lenu. Number 16, Hudson Young. 17, Stefano Utkamanu.
Oh, he's still sick.
Number the 18th man, Jacob Carras. Number 19, Lindsay Smith. Yeah, and rounding out the extended squad, Bradman Best. And coached by Laurie
Isaiah
Daly.
Katoa. I thought he was in the squad.
Who?
Isaiah Katoa.
No, he mustn't be. He might be 21st man. I'm not sure. Thanks for ordering that out, Scoop. Any surprises? Like you're saying, Katoa was in, but he's not in. I think Carras has been brought in because Toto is doubtful. Yeah. Any surprises there, Scoop?
Bradman Best, which was a bit of a surprise.
He's been playing well for Newcastle, hasn't he? Oh,
He hasn't played a lot of football this year, though.
okay.
The one,
I'm
one I
surprised
guess
Lower
surprised.
Matungi's not in the squad. What is he? He's been one of the best forwards all season. I'm not
Yeah,
sure
my
why
biggest-
Stefano's in there. Stefano only
But
played
remember-
25 minutes.
Remember when Laurie Daly was your coach before? What happened then? There was a few losses. So the first match
It
was just
a great Queensland team, the best one that played all time, probably.
the first match was just Madge's doing like all Madge's stuff. Like they kept that a bit, and now the second game, Laurie Daly took over coaching, and yeah, Queensland 2-1.
Nah.
What do you think there'll be any changes to Billy Slater's team tomorrow, Big T?
Yeah, just
Reece Walsh.
Just Reece Walsh. I don't think anybody else will come in.
Someone suggested Big Red Corey Horsburgh should come in.
Oh yeah,
he might come into the starting lineup depending on players and their injuries.
And someone suggested Josh Papali'i could come out of retirement. What are your thoughts on that one?
I think they're not that desperate.
Yeah, things aren't that desperate. We're not back in the old
So you wouldn't get Josh Papali'i?
Alfie Langer days when they brought him back from England. You
wouldn't
guys would remember that, would you? What? No, you guys would remember that. When
Yes,
Alfie
I
Langer
remember
came back from England.
Wayne Bennett gave him a ring.
He rang him up and said, "Hey, come over,
Alfie,
please. We need you." Yeah.
Just like Ricky did to Joey many years ago.
Yeah, probably. I don't think we need Josh. I think we've got it in the bag. 2-1, Queensland. Queenslander! Look at my balls.
Cecil, come here.
Here's a
They
stat
call
for you.
you
When was the last time
35th
Queensland won a decider in Sydney, Big T? Do you know?
I couldn't tell you.
Right, ready? Come here. No.
I couldn't tell you.
Remember?
But we'll go through that on Tuesday night, Jess.
Walk down
That was
memory lane.
2013.
2013. Well, there you go. We'll talk about that on Tuesday. I think we'll wrap it up. Are we finished, boys? And Coco,
one
Coco's
more thing.
another dog. Your dog
Shout out
grew,
to the
Coco.
Jersey flag team. They won 64-6 yesterday against
Well
Parramatta.
done. Jersey flag team. Well done. All right, guys. Well, that just about wraps up the Mad Dragon Voss. Massive thanks to Jess, Scoop, and Coco. And for all you guys out there putting up with us for an hour and 20 minutes. It was a night at Wynn Stadium. The Dragons holding off Parramatta, sending Lomax back up the highway, looking like someone stole their lunch money. Poor old Jason Rolls, probably wishing he had stayed in the assistance box where all he would have had to do is hand out drinks. Next week, we head down to Canberra. It'll be a tough game. Take on the Raiders. Start praying to the footy gods now that our hands don't freeze up worse than Parramatta's tackling technique. Until then, keep cheering for the mighty Red V. Keep your beers as cold as Jason Rolls' coaching seat, and your body's warm just like our hearts. And if you run into an Eels fan, remind them, Mad Monday's just around the corner. So Red V's a part of me. Dragons for life, and everybody say it with me. Come on, Dragons fans! Fire up!
Fire up!
I win the Saints.
Oh, when the
Oh, when
Saints.
the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. I want to be in that number. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints. We're very off key here, love.
Can you find it, Jess? If not, end the stream. Here we go. A red face a part of me.
Coco is at Pennell's heart, she wears it on her sleeve. As Mustard tells tales of dragons, wins and tuna victory. Tony and the MD crew will do their very best. Hitting up topic and I digress with a red V on our chest. The Mad Dragon podcast is a sheep of camaraderie, navigating rants down rabbit holes in the land of big red V. And so at Pennell's sweet potatoes and a cream soup is our dream. The Mad Dragon podcast, funded by